For decades, the Bro Science Bible has told us one thing: squeeze at the top. We have been conditioned to believe that the peak contraction, that moment where you flex the muscle as hard as you can, is the holy grail of growth. We spend hours focusing on the mind-muscle connection at the very top of the repetition. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. But what if I told you that from a biological standpoint, the top of the repetition is largely a waste of time? In the last 18 months, the world of exercise science has been turned upside down. New research has confirmed something that challenges everything we thought we knew about range of motion. The viral truth is that the bottom of the repetition, the part where the muscle is stretched and elongated, is where the magic happens. Today, we are diving into stretch-mediated hypertrophy. We're going to look at why lengthened partial reps are stimulating up to 30% more growth than full range of motion, how a hidden protein called Titin is sensing your reps, and why you might need to stop doing full reps entirely if you want to break through a plateau. And please take a second to hit the like button and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. Let's start with the mechanics. Muscle contraction is based on the sliding filament theory. Your muscle fibers are like two hair cones sliding into each other. When you fully contract, the squeeze at the top, those cones are fully overlapped. While this feels intense, biologically, there is very little mechanical tension here. The muscle is essentially crowded. In exercise science, we call this the short end of the length-tension relationship. There is no load being placed on the structural components of the muscle. You are just bunching up the fibers. Now, look at the other end. When you lower the weight and stretch the muscle, the fibers are pulled apart. This creates massive mechanical tension. And as we know, mechanical tension is the primary driver of muscle growth. By obsessing over the squeeze, you are focusing on the part of the repetition with the least amount of growth potential. For a long time, we thought muscles only had two filaments, actin and myosin. But we missed one. There is a third filament called titin. Titin is a giant, spring-like protein that connects the myosin filament to the Z-disc, the edge of the muscle unit. Think of titin as a bungee cord inside your muscle cells. When you lift a weight in the shortened position, the squeeze, titin is slack. It's doing nothing. But when you lower the weight into the deep stretch, titin is pulled taut. It acts as a passive tension sensor. When titin is stretched under load, it signals a process called Mechanotransduction. It essentially screams at the cell nucleus, "We are under extreme structural threat. Build more protein to reinforce this spring." This specific signaling pathway only happens when the muscle is elongated. If you skip the stretch, you never wake up titin. This isn't just theory. We have the data. A landmark study published in the European Journal of Sport Science by Pedrosa and colleagues in 2022 rocked the fitness world. They compared full range of motion leg extensions against partial leg extensions performed only in the bottom half of the movement, the stretch. The results were staggering. The group doing the partial repetitions in the lengthened position saw significantly greater muscle growth, in some measurements, nearly 30% more hypertrophy, than the group doing the full range of motion. But why did this happen? Because they spent 100% of their time in the zone where tension is highest and titin is active. They didn't waste energy on the easy top part of the repetition. They stayed in the deep end of the pool where the water is rough. To understand why this works, you have to think like your brain. Your brain's goal is survival. If you contract a muscle fully, your brain feels safe, the joint is stable. But when you take a heavy load and stretch the muscle to its absolute limit, your brain perceives a threat. Stretch plus load is the recipe for a potential tear. Your brain thinks, if this weight goes any further, we are going to rip the muscle off the bone. To prevent this catastrophe from happening again, the body overcompensates. It triggers a more aggressive hypertrophic response to lay down new sarcomeres in series end-to-end. It's literally making the muscle longer and thicker to survive that specific position. You are hacking your body's injury prevention software to build muscle. So, how do you apply this? You have to choose exercises that load the stretch. Not all exercises are created equal. Take the bicep curl. If you do a standing barbell curl, where is the hardest part? It's the middle. At the bottom, gravity is pulling straight down, but your arm is vertical. There is almost zero tension on the bicep at the start. Now, look at the seated incline dumbbell curl. By leaning back, you are putting the shoulder in extension, which pre-stretches the long head of the bicep. When you let the weight hang, there is massive tension on the muscle before you even start the repetition. If you want to use this viral science, you need to swap your preacher curls, which are hardest at the top, for incline curls, which are hardest at the bottom. For triceps, swap push-downs for overhead extensions. Always hunt for the stretch. I have to warn you, this technique is not free. There is a direct correlation between muscle length during training and muscle damage. We call this DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness. When you train at long muscle lengths, you cause significantly more micro-tearing of the muscle fibers. You also trigger a higher release of calcium ions into the cell, which degrades proteins. If you switch your workout to a lengthened partial focused routine, you will be sore. Like, can't brush my hair sore. This is normal. It is a sign that the novel stimulus is working, but it also means you might need to lower your volume slightly. You can't do 20 sets of this. 3 sets of deep, painful stretch work is worth 10 sets of pumping. Finally, let's talk execution. You cannot bounce. If you bounce out of the bottom of a squat or a curl, you are using your tendons, the elastic energy, to move the weight. You're cheating Titin. To maximize stretch-mediated hypertrophy, you must own the bottom inch. First, the slow eccentric, lower the weight for 3 to 4 seconds. Second, the pause, spend a full second in the deepest, most uncomfortable part of the stretch. Third, the partial, pulse up only 50% of the way. Do not go to the top, stay in the pain cave. This increases the time under tension, specifically in the lengthened range. Your muscles will burn in a different way. It won't be the lactic acid burn of high reps. It will feel like your muscle is being pulled apart. That is the feeling of growth. Stay for the doctor's verdict, embrace the bottom. For years, we have been chasing the pump. We thought that if the muscle felt tight and swollen, it was growing. But science is telling us that the pump is just fluid. True growth comes from tension. You don't need to completely abandon full range of motion, but you absolutely need to stop cutting your reps short at the bottom. The bottom is where the gains are. Don't be afraid of the stretch. Don't be afraid of the soreness. Stop squeezing the life out of the weight at the top, and start lengthening the life of your muscles at the bottom. I'm Dr. Levitas, helping you train smarter, not just harder. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.